Quick little video here. Tim Tebow, the national football player who was known for putting John 3:16 underneath his eyes during his season. I'm not exactly sure what season this is. I believe the publishing of his testimony was of the video that I'm talking about was September 2017, so last year. And he put John 3:16 underneath his eyes. If you watch his testimony, type it up on YouTube and type up his name, Tim Tebow, John 3:16. He shares his testimony, and all the statistics of that game, all the records of that game happen to all line up to 3:16. It was the numbers like 3.16 or 3:1.6, but they were all 3:16. And what I found was really ironic and strange was I saw this video for the first time about 2 weeks ago, roughly. And the very next day after watching this video for the first time, I happened to just go to the bank and pay my mortgage a few days early. And I went and I just randomly drew out the money for it. And then just in my checking account, my available balance ended up popping up to $316, 316. This is just, I'm not trying to make a big, huge, massive deal out of this, but it was just, I found that to be really strange that I happened to watch this video for the first time and it was 3:16. By the way, that video, if you look it up, is actually 6 minutes and 32 seconds, which the halfway mark is 3:16 exactly. So the halfway mark of that video is 3 minutes and 16 seconds, and then the other half of it is 3 minutes and 3 minutes and 16 seconds, excuse me. And it's just these tiny little tidbits here that I believe, once again, I'm not trying to make a big deal out of it. So some things are coincidence, maybe. Like, it's easy for atheists to say, or non-believers of any kind to say, oh, to scoff at it and just kind of, it's just a coincidence, just a stupid little coincidence. Sometimes, in certain situations, yeah, maybe, just a coincidence. Not trying to make a big, huge, massive deal out of it and blow things out of proportion or anything like that. But I truly believe that situations like this are God revealing himself in ways. Of course, we have to have faith, but God's not going to just part the clouds and just plop down here in human form. But there are times where it's really easy. I know it's really easy to kind of get caught up in that way of thinking of, it's just a coincidence. It just happened to be that way. It just happened to turn out that way. That it doesn't mean anything, whatever. And in some situations, like I said, yeah, it probably doesn't really mean a whole lot. But I believe in situations like this, though, where everything happened to be 3:16, it happened to be 3:16, and then the next day, if you keep an open mind and an open heart, God truly reveals himself in small little forms like this. And there have been times where I've read daily devotionals from my daily devotional, Daily in Christ, that I read all the time, and I'm not even on the right day. I'm on a completely different oddball day that isn't the day that I'm supposed to be on, and it happens to be exactly what I needed for that day, for that season of my life. And I've done a couple videos here and there on that too, and when you really keep an open mind and an open heart, and you truly ask God to reveal himself, I truly believe he does in ways like this, such as Tim Tebow's testimony, things like that. And when you're as an atheist or a non-believer, people like that tend to just have no in their heart. They have no in their minds. And when you think that way, when you think no, that it doesn't mean anything, that was just a stupid little coincidence, it doesn't mean squat. You're always, no matter what happens, no matter what testimonies you see, no matter what you witness, you're always gonna have that non-belief in your mind and in your heart. And when you have that non-belief, it's just you're being completely closed-minded. And I believe in situations like this, if you truly ask God to reveal himself and to show himself, he truly will, in the slightest ways like this, that you have to have faith, but you have to keep an open mind and an open heart at the same time. And you really have to not have negative and no in your heart and no in your mind all the time. So look up that video, Tim Tebow.